But that was all the stuff on the N word.
No, there's more.
What else is there?
Could we did talk about a white Baptist, saying a nigga, but there's a black Christian who said bitch ass nigga.
Oh,
to his own son.
Man.
Oh yes.
Well,
Hey,
okay.
what?
Okay.
For all
So,
of y'all who want to stomp.
okay.
For those
Okay.
who don't know, go ahead, Jared. Who said what, where, and why?
Who, the cussing pastor?
because we are all God's people. We all GP.
Okay.
Can I get a
Okay.
witness?
All right. All
Explain
right.
your joke. What
Okay.
What are you
Like
alluding to,
you-
Can I
Jared?
get a
Go ahead.
witness?
You're doing a lot.
Jared, explain yourself. Come on.
So there was a and honestly, Kirk Franklin's right, but Kirk Franklin was
100%.
caught on camera by his own son.
Okay, if you think I'm really good, paper, let me say it like this. When your ass start getting disrespectful, niggas that get your skinny mother ass back out the goddamn way before I put my foot in your because I dare you. I dare you. I dare you. I dare you. Shut the fuck up. I will punch your neck before you ever disrespect me. I did it.
Because I don't know what his son did, and honestly, it's bullshit that we live in that era where, of course, the camera starts at a certain point. It never goes in reverse, and then catches up to your shit to then see why someone would say something about your shit. But Kirk Franklin was on camera that his own son recorded, calling him a bitch ass nigga. And honestly, being that you recorded it and leaked it out, I see no difference 100%. Of what Kirk Franklin said.
Yeah.
Yo, that's funny. Somebody sent me a Kirk Franklin meme, and I had no idea what they was talking about. I'm like, what they talking about, Kirk Franklin? I'm like,
that's what happened. Kirk Franklin called his son a bitch ass nigga.
Somebody asked me, yo, why is Kirk Franklin trending on Twitter? I'm like, I don't know. I didn't know he was trending on Twitter.
And then he put out an apology, about. Said that, whatever, but it was ridiculous. Like, and his son is 33 years old with a captain talking about no parent should ever talk to their child this way. And it's like, what, bro? Like, you're a grown man, big. And let's say any of you, right? For everybody whose father is still in contact or whatever, right? Let's say I had that's wild. I even just said that. But anyway, but imagine you have a falling out like that and your pop's black, like wow on you, like, and he cursing you out. No, like y'all, even if they 100% wrong, you didn't even do nothing. They just spazzed, right? Mm-hmm. Y'all are recording it and put it on your Instagram and be like, this should never happen. No, like what, bro? Like, what do you need? You need an army? Do you need people to? You need help, like to contact Kirk Franklin and tell him this is wrong? Like, you can't speak to them. You need everyone to talk to him. What is the motivation, bro? Like, what? Like, are you not famous enough? And it's like, hey, my dad never put me on the God Properties video. Like what? So now y'all gonna know me. Like, what is it? Like, what is that about? Like, I don't understand.
I don't understand. Well. The whole Kirk Franklin, I saw it and I was like, I've said worse and my children are way younger. Like, you really, like, you doing a lot. Like, you really doing a lot. Okay. And I think that at a certain point, like when we were all small or smaller and our parents said things or did things, there was no calling BC. What was it? BCW. It was
at the time. That was BCW.
Right. When there was right. That whole recording, calling, telling. You just got your ass beat. You sat down. You took it, and that was that. Like, that's nobody knew how bad. That's not how it went. So now, and for you to be this old.
Yeah, like
you want something, you want money. So something happened, right? So something must have happened. You was probably asking for money. Your father said go to rehab instead, and you decided not to. Like, it has to be some other story that's happening here as to where you're gonna go ahead and decide to actually pull out your phone or whatever you're using while you're getting cussed out and find the record, because it's not It's not right there on mine. You know, I gotta go and I gotta look, and then I gotta find out where's the settings, and then I gotta hit like I gotta go through steps. It's unnecessary. So you wanted something. You wanted this to do something, and I don't think it got it.
He set his dad up. He definitely set his dad up. You know, it's you know, it's like you said, he wanted something, he couldn't get it, and he knew he was triggering his dad at that moment. And he probably knows his, of course, he knows his dad best, so he knows how his dad talks off camera, or off, you know, off recording, whatever. And he probably did some shit warranted for him to say that. And you know, of course, he's going to edit it only to a certain part, you know, to where he looks good and his dad looks bad.
Yeah.
You know,
And it's Kirk Franklin, and Kirk Franklin has to apologize, no matter what it is. He shouldn't, but he's going to.
So here's my takeaway. I'm trying to figure out if that's the church that all police that want to say negative shit to black people. Is that the church they go to? I'm just trying to figure this shit out. I mean, you know, Kirk Franklin put out a couple albums, man. I might go play one of his records. You know,
play it backwards.
Play one of his records and then go yell at you Negroes. And matter of fact, Paul, this is what I'm doing. I'm letting you know in advance. I'm gonna download some of his music. I'm gonna listen to it, and then I'm gonna leave disrespectful comments to everybody on this podcast right now.
You know what I think? You know what I think though,
Jared.
What Crystal said, right? He's Kirk Franklin. No matter what, he gotta apologize, right? So then, unfortunately, now when that veil is lifted, I guess you could say, and the whole world sees that, it's that standard again that he's held to, that he does represent. But it's the same thing, just like when you're a black man and a black woman, you can't be mediocre when going up against your white counterpart. That's just the way the world works. So unfortunately for Kirk, even though we know he's not perfect, he has to should have an image that he is perfect. And for me, I'm just like, you know what? Okay, he had an issue with his son. He cursed his son out. Whatever, man. He apologized. I'm just like, yo, that's between him and God, because throughout the years, Kirk ain't never showed me nothing in the public eye to where I could question his faith. And at the same time, I'm just like, who was Eugene Bannister to say, oh, Kirk ain't right with God just because he cursed, or Kirk is not a real Christian? Like, we all not have slip ups. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, of course, I'm speaking like as a Christian man, but I'm also speaking like as a black man, like one mistake and they ready to tear down the whole thing, break up the foundation and everything. And I'm not with that on anything.
Yeah, fair.
I just got one question. Have y'all ever seen Kirk Franklin and Plies in the same room?
Nah, they brothers, man. I keep telling people.
They stand-ins, bro. Like when the schedule gets too crazy and like they can't make two events.
That was Plies. That wasn't.
I know Kirk got grills, man. He put them grills on. He be Plies.
Wait,
you know,
we need to ask a better question. We need to ask a better question. Does Kirk Franklin have type 1 diabetes?
Ooh.
Good question.
Yo, do me a favor. In this podcast, on that note,
sugar was up. It'd be like that. And sugar is up.
You need that meme. After he say that and you edit this, you gotta put that meme with the black dude that's like, you know, got the.
Right. I'll tell you one thing. His next album about to be fire. Y'all better not play.
Kanye.
His next album gonna have a diss track for his son, bro. His next album gonna have a diss track.
Going through a divorce. You don't know what he might make now. Like, but they both on the Jesus. Like, there might be some fire coming between Kirk Franklin and Kanye.
I mean,
what would be crazy is if he used that as his drop or his intro into the record. Like if he used cursing his son out, that would be dope.
That's gonna be some fun. That's gonna be fun.
There's not one Christian or any. I mean, I don't care what religion you follow. Let's just put it out there. There's not one religion that is followed in this world that hasn't used a curse word as it pertains to their children.
They be in church.
They not parents. They're not parents.
And you act up, and your mom got to snatch you real quick, and she called you.
Exactly. No, they're not parents.
Son, I believe we all could agree that his son did something. What? I don't know.
Yeah,
but his son did something, yo. Because I seen Kirk be in interviews, get attacked like randomly by people, berated, and I never seen him like go off the wheels. You know what I'm saying? Like I grew up like really, really, really like watching Kirk Franklin, and I never seen like him go off the wheels. But like Waykme said, man, his you know, he a dad, yo. Your dad.
Can you imagine what it's going to be like for that son moving forward?
Yeah, he gonna
Like-
continue to be a BAN. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and if I was his son friend, and now we chill, I'm like, yo, don't record
Yeah.
nothing I'm saying to you, bro. We have this conversation.
Word.
Like, yo, I'd be like, this is between me. For like, turn your phone off, B. Like that ass.
How old is he?
That's
33?
Daddy.
33, yeah, 33.
Nah, that's a little boy, man.
He born in
Come on.
'88,
What you doing?
so he's still an '80s baby, but he's in that TikTok era. Like he's
That's-
over the phone and
Nah,
the
son.
button.
I'm
You're
35.
just trying to
He
get
shouldn't
him
be
far
acting
away
like
from
that.
you. You're just trying to get him far away from you.
Absolutely.
He and y'all in that
I don't wanna
same.
age
Right.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying, Crystal. He in that same age range as me. Nah, ain't no
All in
excuse.
that
He should not be
same-
acting like that.
Yeah,
No.
nah,
Not be acting like
them
that.
80s,
Well,
late
see-
80s on them niggas.
Yeah.
Them late 80s
Whoever,
niggas.
whoever
don't
said it
know.
at the beginning, I agree with them. Clearly, I don't know if it's some drugs or it's a bad relationship between, you know, dad and the son, but clearly homeboy, he set his dad up. And that's bad because he don't realize how he's impacted his dad's brand. And that's what's bigger than this little conversation here.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? His dad is known worldwide for being someone that, you know, on a lot of different levels is to some degree, you know, some people may even look up to him like a prophet, right? Some people definitely worship this guy, and you going to tear him down, right? It takes years to build a brand and seconds to destroy it. And you've done something that could probably never be repaired, bro. Like if you're my son, Jarrell said it best, you know, he was talking about friendships, but if you're my son, now I'm checking you to make sure you don't have a phone or you don't have no recording device when we
Right.
talk, because I don't know what's next, bro.
Could be telling you
How
about
do
business
we get
moves or
past
money.
this?
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is my brand that you impacting, and you know what? If you have children, I might not fuck with you, but this is fucking with your grandkids. I mean, your kids, my grandkids. This is bigger than just, you know, me and you having an argument and you putting it on the internet. You're not smart enough to realize that. And that's crazy.
You know what's crazy? I definitely agree with that. And I also, on the flip side, I've seen how the church community, especially the Black community, they love to come to the aid and lift the brother up. You know what, Kirk? You fell. He's going to have there's going to be even more supporters. He's going to get more publicity. And this thing, yeah, it's going to be there. But overall, his brand will be fine.
But that's what I'm saying, though, bro. How did he fall? How is this a stain? This is not a stain. He didn't fall. This is a situation that he was set up, right? You know, the camera wasn't. This is not that. Oh shit, the camera is live. I call somebody a nigga. This is not that. This is me. This is not a stain, bro. This can't be, in my opinion, this can't be put into the same conversation. You know, as a parent, one, as a human, two, you're allowed to do certain things. And this is one of those things that you put in that category. So what? I don't forgive me, but I don't know what he said. What did he say to?
He
called him a
called
BAN.
him
A bitch ass
Yeah.
nigga.
Oh, so what? You a bitch ass nigga, bro.
And that's the thing.
Like,
You did some.
and you know what?
You did some bitch.
I think one of y'all did say it. This definitely proves he's a bitch.
Right.
One of y'all did say that. I'm done, man. That's crazy. This is not a stain.
So when I say stain, it goes back to my first point, right? Of the standard that people put on Kirk
You're
Franklin.
right.
You know
You're
what I'm saying? So I definitely
right.
understand what you're saying. Like human, like me, I'm just like whatever, like get over it.
Right.
But unfortunately, like you said, the social media age, what the son was trying to do, that's the only thing. You're gonna have some people that want to crucify this guy for being human.
Right.
And I'm just like, yo,
Absolutely.
he human. I love to see it because I know Kirk ain't perfect. Not saying like, oh, I love to see that he made a quote unquote mistake. But I love to see that he was a dad. He was a full dad in that moment, and he completely disagreed with whatever his son had going on, and that's how I see it.
And in the apology, he stated that they don't have like, you know, the greatest relationship, and it has been an issue in the past or whatever. But
I hate that he apologized.
Word. You know
I hate
what?
that he apologized.
He had to though.
I hate that he
Yep.
apologized, but I'm happy that he said this. It's been a strain. This relationship is not where it should be, because that's putting it out there. So the optics is now, guys, I'm human, I'm flawed, but look at this guy. Like clearly he's not living the life of the Lord. He's not
don't got
living
no
a life,
spotlight.
a righteous
He don't
life.
got no spotlight on him. You know what I'm
And
saying?
he's
Kirk
not
got
living
the-
a righteous life. Like, okay, so now
Right.
let's take a step back. Right? For a person of the cloth to not be really messing with someone, that means they're not living a righteous life.
Mhm.
You understand what I'm saying? So I mean, his son must be out there doing something, whatever it is, that's not up to Kirk Franklin's standards. And to your point, he has standards that he has to make sure he's protecting.
Yep.
So if I'm not messing with this guy, and now blood and all, I put him on this earth, but I gotta step away from him because he's damaging my brain.
Yep.
And now this dude gonna do this sideways. To Jared's point, you can't go reverse, right? So we don't know what this dude did prior to the tape rolling or him even editing, right? Because he could have started from scratch, didn't get what he wanted, and then he finally got it and he edited the film and sent it to TMZ. That's what we doing? Come on, bro. That's whack. You are a bitch ass nigga, bro.
Like you know, I forgot what Kirk Franklin's song it was, but it might have been Smile. I remember he said, he said the truth can hurt you or the truth can change you. Is that what it was? I think it was that song. And he had, I didn't like the fact that he had to apologize for it, but being the man that he is, he did. And honestly, he's sticking by his stuff. The truth can hurt you or the truth can change you. So this is going to be a changing moment. At least he now knows what not to do. Check the damn phone. Like if you're gonna be in my house, phone's gotta be on check. Like I gotta give you a little ticket. Here you go. So I'll
put it in the lockbox. You gonna put it in the lockbox?
On the lockbox.
Put it in the lockbox.
Yo, his son gonna have to go through security. His son gonna have to go through security to talk to him.
Kurt's next. Kurt, and I know Kanye won best. What was it? Something gospel. It was
contemporary gospel. Christian
contemporary
music,
gospel album.
Yeah.
For Jesus King. Kurt's gonna come back on some new heat. It's gonna be a nice interlude, and he's probably gonna say, "Devil, I rebuke you, you bitch ass nigga," and then give it to the song.
He gonna make a record and put Pusha on that joint, and this his son, bro. I'm telling you, watch.
So y'all basically saying he gonna go to Kevin Hart way and make a lot of money off this, right?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't think the brand is gonna be all right.